Today we're going to be making chicken sotanghon, which is a simple Filipino noodle soup. It's comfort food for me, especially when the weather starts to get a little chilly. And when we visit Hawaii, they have a very similar dish called chicken long rice. What do you call it? This sotanghon recipe deviates from traditional sotanghon because it's got a lot more noodles than soup in it, and I include ingredients that you typically wouldn't find in sotanghon. So with that, feel free to make adjustments and your own substitutions to make it your own. Let's get started. In a large pot over medium heat, heat up 2 tablespoons of oil. Once it's hot and ready, toss in 3 to 4 cloves of minced garlic, a 1 1/2 inch knob of ginger that's been thinly sliced, and half of a chopped medium onion. Sauté these for a few minutes until the onions become translucent. You'll know it's ready because your kitchen will start to smell amazing. After that, dump in 1 1/2 pounds of chicken thighs that's been sliced into smaller cubes. Feel free to add more if you want a lot more chicken in your sotanghon. Add 2 teaspoons of salt. You can always add more later if you need it. And then add a generous amount of freshly cracked black pepper. Now we're just gonna brown the chicken on all sides. You're gonna notice some liquid come out after just a few minutes of sautéing. Once it's browned, add 8 cups of water to the pot. It sounds like a lot, but you're gonna need it. Follow that up with 4 teaspoons of chicken bouillon. You may need to adjust for saltiness depending on the brand you're using, so use less just to be safe. You can always add more later. And then mix it all up. Next, we're gonna be adding the MVP of this recipe, fish sauce, aka patis. We're gonna add 3 tablespoons in here. Lots of people blame fish sauce for making a dish unhealthy, but I don't agree with that. I don't think fish sauce makes a dish unhealthy, especially if you choose a fish sauce brand that has very clean ingredients. Now you're gonna wanna taste it to see if it's flavored to your liking. And if you're happy with that, you can go ahead and add the noodles. Sotanghon typically uses bean thread noodles. It looks like this, and these hold up really well in a soup dish. So first, I'm only gonna add half of this in there, which is 4 ounces. Now, if you like sotanghon that's a lot soupier, don't add any more noodles to this. This will be good enough. But we do like a lot more noodles in our sotanghon than there is soup, so I'm gonna dump in the rest, which is gonna be a total of 8 ounces of noodles. This looks super liquidy for now, but just wait, the noodles will soak up all of the liquid as it continues to boil. Okay, so these noodles cook really quickly, just another 5 minutes, so we're gonna add the final touches. This is optional, but I like to add 1 teaspoon of turmeric in here just to give it a little more color. In the Philippines, we actually use annatto to give our sotanghon some color. Now you can use either annatto powder or extract the color from the seeds by soaking them in water. A lot more people have access to turmeric here in the US, so that's what I use. Try it, you actually can barely taste it in the noodles. At this point, you can cut the noodles so it's easier to eat. But if you guys are aware or believe in the superstition that if you cut noodles, you cut your long life, then you can totally skip this part. It's optional. I just think it's a lot easier to eat the noodles if you cut them. Then we're gonna add 2 to 3 cups of sliced Napa cabbage or regular cabbage, and then mix it in with the rest of the noodles. And then finally, I add half of a bell pepper that's been thinly sliced for some crunch. You don't typically see bell peppers in sotanghon. You usually see carrots, so it's up to you. You can pick what you want to add in here. See how much liquid was soaked up by the noodles? You can add more salt or pepper to taste if you feel like it needs it, but this sotanghon is ready to go. Sotanghon can be eaten as a main dish, but you can also serve it as a side or appetizer to your main meal. I've also seen my family enjoy sotanghon with a side of rice, even though it is a noodle dish. It's still really good. All right, that's it for this simple dish. Let me know if you guys make this at home. I love hearing the stories of you guys making these dishes and enjoying them with your family and friends. And if you like this video, please give this a thumbs up And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell right next to it so that you can stay updated with the weekly videos that I put out on this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way through, and I hope to see you in next week's video. Bye!